How you doing, everybody? Which one of you took my sunshine? Who took my sunshine? Hey, and replaced it with wind. How are we all on this not so sunny Sunday? How you doing, Trigger Christian? Hope you're well. Living the dream, as they say. Hope you all got your copies. I had my copy, and then I remembered I'm going live, so I got my Costa as well. So I'm well and truly copied up. Full on caffeine geese. But yeah, and today, the Berlin Pride attacks, Mega Dinghys, Andy Burnham. They're the three subjects I have chosen. So it's all going on. So what can I say? Trig. Oh, what? Like that, is it, Jake? Say hi to Trig, but don't say hi to the Wiz, mate. Wow. And there's me putting all me alien and me world on for you. How you doing, Nelly? Hope you're well. Nelly. David. Bonjour. Oh, wait, French. Why did I go French? Anybody? Anybody know French? French. Anybody know French? No. How you doing, David? Hope you're well on this glorious Sunday. It's all good. Yeah. Weird you say that. Like, I feel a bit weird, but my missus saying she started today as well. How weird's that? It's a Sunday thing, end of week. Like you've done it all week. You're just like, ugh. But it's all right. It's chilled out. You can call in if you want to call in, discuss the Berlin Pride attack, Mega Dinghys, or Andy Burnham. I'll start. I assume we'll start with the Berlin Pride attack. That's probably what people want to talk about, I'm assuming. So, we'll start with that attack. But Beats and Tapes is in the house, and he's playing with his yo-yo again. Happy days. How you doing, Robert? I assume it's about 8 a.m. where you are in Ohio. So good morning and obviously good afternoon to everybody, like he says. Hope you are well. How you doing, Pouncy? Pouncy, there was a message saying something about could you do a review video on this? And it was on here, and then I come back in, and then it was gone. So I don't know what that was about, mate. So is there a review you want me to do on a certain video or something? If so, let me know, mate. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. That's more like it, Jake. Good afternoon, wizard. Happy days. I come fresh from being nipping, napping, or whatever with Merlin. I was up here doing that. I've gone downstairs. I was like, "You right, Merlin?" And he's come legging at me, all excited. Oi! So, if you wonder what Merlin is, it's my chug. We cross between a chihuahua and a pug. He's tiny. Well, he's a bit bigger now. I think he's doubled in size, actually. But yes. But, a wizard's got to have a Merlin. Yeah, that was classic. I was in an hour and whether, to do that. I was in two minds. There's so much going on. But we got a, you choose Tuesday. So maybe you guys could bring it up on a Tuesday because I'll probably have that ready. Because I was watching it. It was good. Slept for 6 hours, woke up an hour ago. 6 hours is not enough, geese. Well, they say 6, 7, 8 hours, don't they? So maybe I should shut up. But yeah. But waking up at 12 o'clock, nothing wrong with that. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. I mean, we're in the day and age where we don't get up for church, do we? Let's be honest. So, that's not a problem, Dave. You just chill out, mate. Take it easy. Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest. In some countries, it's illegal for the ladies to do housework on a Sunday. Did you know? Bouncy, 6 hours. What's that like? Only get an hour. Only get an hour. It's all good. It's all good. Hi, sorry, it's been all. Chloe. Chloe's back. Back again. We all have lives. It doesn't matter. I'm talking of lives. I do 5 a week now. Yes, I do. They're going across the bottom. I've added a Freaky Friday. Oh, Freaky Friday at 7 o'clock. But no, you got things to do. It's not a problem. I'm always going to be here. I'm like that stain you can't get rid of. It's like, it's still there. How you doing, Trigger? Oh, I'll just say hi to you. But yeah, you're saying good afternoon to me. I like it. I like it a lot. So, Christmas in July, which is Australian summer. Mad. Yeah, I know. That's hilarious, isn't it? Quiz for Palestine. Oh, by the way, do you know what I mean? So, yes, I did see. There's a couple of clips that I've seen in that, but yeah, we'll probably talk about that on Tuesday, mate. I reckon. So, yeah, go home, stay awake for 60 minutes. uh, oh, they actually deleted the actual. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, he literally tells her, and he tells her, doesn't he, like, keep that in and all. They probably hate you more than they hate me. I was like, well said, Elon. Speaking of Freaky Friday, I've done some digging and have a theory. Ooh, it's a Big Bang Theory coming up. Always serves a decent church in my area. I visited a few very cliquey groups who are terrified of new members. Yeah, what is that all about? It's supposed to be all Christian and everything, isn't it? Yeah, I've noticed that. The church near me is not very welcoming, not in the slightest. So that won't be happening. But, you know, it's what's in here and in here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, geez? You know what I mean? So, but, what's I going to say? Yeah, that Berlin attack was absolutely crazy. But, I don't know how they're going to react to that on the bigger picture, but Abdul Ballout. He wants to make sure his boxer shorts are a bit stronger because Abdul Ballout is what a surprise, though, that, you know, it fell to a certain person of a certain community with a certain ideology. Oh, no, there's me being Islamophobic. That's me video shadow banned again. 21 years old, Abdul Ballout. He's probably wearing Russian boxer shorts, Chernobyl fallout. He's been named as a suspect of a horror vehicle ramming at Berlin Pride, left one woman dead and 16 people injured. A major terror manhunt continues. See, someone dead and 16 injured, but the 16 that are injured, there's a few of them that could, well, possibly pass away. It's absolutely awful. But it was a van and it was rammed into the Berlin's Pride Festival. But it's been described by the Chancellor, Friedrich Merz, as an attack on our society. So, you know, where do people want to be? What are they going to be doing on X now? Oh, you know, quiz for Palestine, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was the start of everything, the Big Bang. But I think a lot of people think that, Dave. Let's be honest. Everyone will be disappointed, but they're not surprised. So, yeah. I would actually, yeah, who created? Very interesting. Angela Merkel, where is she now? Yeah, where? I mean, once again, a vehicle being used. It's happened how many times over the last how many years? Do you know what I mean? It's getting an absolute. But we're not allowed to say anything. We're not allowed to do anything. Do you know what I mean? Videos like this then get shadow banned by YouTube and other people because they're like, oh no, please stop saying that about Islam. They got William and the King, you know. Oh, the religion of peace of understanding. Really? Really? They're so understanding, they'll run you over just for being gay. But they don't say anything about Muhammad and El Zut, do they? And being rode by 30 black men. But, you know, that's it. And that's what I tweeted earlier, saying, like, well, Sadiq Khan's going to be torn, isn't he? Zach Polanski. Do you know what I mean? What are you going to be? Pro LGBT or pro Islam? I mean, I'm pro LGB, the lesbian, gay, and the bisexual community. But then bisexuals, like, you know, if you're a man and you're with a man, then you'll be in the G because you're gay. But if you're bisexual and you're not with anyone, you can say you're bisexual. And then if you're a man but you're a woman, then you're heterosexual, so you're not in the LGB. It's a funny old one, isn't it? But nonetheless, yeah, get rid of the T, take the T away. LGB community. But I saw someone having an absolute meltdown in America, trans. It was a bloke, and the cop was saying like he's doing all this, and he's going, "Stop this syndrome," and he's got blue hair, and he's cuckoo. Like, you can see, there's definitely mental illness there, 100%. But you're right, David. I mean, how many of you in chat? How many of you are watching? Get in the chat and say, are you either pro LGBT or pro Islam? I mean, I'm actually pro LGB. I'm not pro LGBT. Without the T, I'm not a supporter of literally allowing people's mental health to fester into something that's bigger and worse, and it shouldn't even be allowed. It's just nuts. I don't get that. I'm definitely not pro Islam. You know that. Look at my content getting like 30, 40 views, mate. With my 6,773 subscribers. It seems like not even my subscribers are getting notifications. Oh, did you see my post, in my community post? I went live at 7 p.m. I got alerted at 10:40 a.m. that I was live. That's the following morning. Literally 15 hours after I was live, YouTube's like, oh, the Wizard's Words is live. Well, he hasn't been live for the last 15 hours, and he certainly still won't be live now because it's me. What are you doing, geez? So, yeah. So, this is it. Like, I put Sadiq Khan, like, there's no way, because he's saying, oh, of our LGBT community and all that in London, but then he's a Muslim. So there's no way Sadiq Khan will stand for LGBT and Islam. No way. He's being a youthful idiot, like Zach Polanski. That's what's going on, isn't it? Yeah, there's been a threat to the king, yeah. But they're coming via Dinghys, aren't they? The Iranian like special operatives. They're coming on the Dinghys as if they're illegal immigrants. They found a way in. You don't need a war nowadays to conquer England. You just get on a dinghy. Come in, we'll put you up. Come to a hotel. But the thing is, the thing in Berlin is open people's eyes. I hope to sort of understand that this does keep happening, and there's a reason it keeps happening, because of the Quran and what it says. Jews, Christians, non-believers, they don't like us. We are the worst of creatures. Yeah, we're creatures, apparently. It's not very nice, is it? So, oh, here's a real Slim Shady. That was Slim Shady's just imitating. Well, the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. I'm doing that, but Slim, I can't see you. You stood up? You got to stand up, mate. But it's crazy. Where I'm trying to fly through I'm getting behind. Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? Yeah, that's where I'm at. LGB. I'm same as you, Chloe. Oh, you did get an overcut. Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, geese. I know. Who says that? I done a video, didn't I? William, and I was taking the mic. It's the religion of peace of understanding. I'm like, you what? And then I play it again. Religion of peace of understanding. Are you nuts, mate? I mean, tell me you know nothing about the real Islam, because but they're Muslims. There's no such thing as a moderate Muslim. They know exactly what's going on, and they're staying like they are because they're like, oh, we're safe. And like someone said before, I've said ages ago, didn't I? Like the Muslim moderate Muslims that don't exist, they're the grass, and they hide the snake that's in the grass, which is the full on blown, let's go nuts, like do what the Quran says type Islamists. So Yeah, that's what it is. Thing is, though, both Shabana Mahmood, which I won't do it last time because I was going, Mama Mahmood. And then, oh, we don't like that. It's really annoying. Sorry about that. But Mahmood and Khan have both been heard saying that first thing in their life, the most important thing in their life, the thing they put first more than anything else is their religion. Can you see a problem there? That's why, like, no one who follows Islam should be allowed to be in politics in any shape or form. They should have no say on this country whatsoever because obviously it just is incompatible. The whole ideology is wrong. And the Berlin Pride attack proves it because once again, another person decided that it's okay to ram people with a vehicle. And we've had other incidents, haven't we? Knife crime and whatnot, all in the name of Islam. Like, at what point do you draw the line and say, hang on, there is a problem? We can see the common denominator here. I mean, people getting shut up about the grooming gangs. Oh, grooming gang. Yeah, don't say Pakistani grooming gang. Don't say Muslim grooming gang. No. Like, they're trying to control the narrative as if they're trying to hide it. It's just everything about it is wrong. Yeah, Mahmood, she let slip there, and she's been seen at protests and all sorts, like all in the name of Islam. So, I once believed in fairy tales. They are literally moving. It's open borders, so it's absolutely crazy. Those who are aware to the cancer of Islam have woken up already. I fear those ideologically captured could have a family member killed by a terror attack and still wouldn't concede that Islam is bad. Yep, it's crazy. I see what you're saying, Dave. Yep. And, we get attacked, like we're going to get labelled, was it bigot, fascist, far right, Islamophobic, blah, blah, blah. So, Ada and Robin, sorry, Patrick. Yeah, that's what I call it, Ramadan. That's a good one. Yep. It was 6%, then it was 6.7%. So, even I've been saying like around 7%. So it's going up. And normally when it hits 10 to 15%, real trouble starts, like real trouble. So, yeah. But no, we're not allowed to say or do anything, Another lone wolf terror attack for a Muslim. Good job, it's nothing to do with religion. Sarcasm knows no bounds. It's crazy. But they're still on the hunt for him. They know who it is. They know what he looks like. He's on the actual police radar and he's still on the loose. It's absolutely crazy. But the thing is, though, they are worried that he may be armed and dangerous. And police said there was a strong suspicion the attack was an act of terrorism. Oh, it's absolutely nuts. But the ins and outs, ladies and gentlemen, the white van drove into the Tiergarten Park in the centre of the German capital around 10 p.m. local time, which is 9 p.m. BST, and rammed into several people before hitting a tree. The attack ensued during the closing party at the Pride Festival known as Christopher Street Day and followed a large parade through the centre of the city. Witness described hearing a dull bang followed by the sound of screaming. I actually thought it was part of the festival to start with. They didn't sort of differentiate the screaming, but it's one of Europe's largest LGBT celebrations. Believe it or not, hundreds of thousands of people are estimated to have attended the Berlin Pride Festival. Wow. The closing party, which was being held at the Brandenburg Gate, was called off around 10:15. But we've got a picture. Let me show you the picture of the car. That's the car in question. And the person, like, not we should really be giving him any time of day, but this is the bloke, 21. But yeah. But for one to already have died and 16 being injured, or some of them are actually like seriously injured. But yeah, one woman was killed, not been named. Police identified the suspect as 20-year-old Abdul Boulout, who has links to Islamist groups in the German capital. He was further named as Abdul Boulout in the Bard newspaper this morning. Boulout is a German citizen from a Lebanese background, was born in Berlin in 2005. The 21-year-old was released from juvenile detention in May, according to German media, and it only took 2 months, and then he's out doing that. I mean, the suspect is known to police. He's known to us as a member of Islamic circles here in Berlin, and our search for this person is proceeding at full speed. He added that investigators had no information on his specific motives. 6'3", black hair, wearing a black hoodie and white trousers at the time of the attack. And that's basically it. That's what they got on him. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But things I like, we get done for like talking about it. Oh yes, you're just across the water, aren't you, in Gosport? Yes, yes. Oh yes, because you remember, my mum's side of the family. Now I remember now. It's all coming back to me now. Muslim Prayer Centre, really? I mean, it's all part of their domination. That's what they do in intimidation. They get all the niceties. Oh yeah, can we have this? Can we have that? Oh, thanks. And then when they got it, that's it. People go in there and they start teaching them things that they really should not be taught. Do you know what I mean? So don't go giving Slim the credit for that. I mentioned it ages ago in a video. I was saying it's Ramadan because it was Ramadan at the time. I was like, sure, it's not Ramadan. That Slim, stop taking credit for me, mate. Otherwise, you and I have words, mate. I come up with that. Turn you into a toad. Set my little alien on you. Right, what else we got? Is that the same car as you? Who knows? But we're not allowed to say anything. Yeah, it's. I mean, some people are never going to recover from that. Never. Never. But I've got the details up there on screen for you guys. So if Yeah, I know. So, it could be an Islamic terrorist attack. Well, it is, isn't it? I mean, you go in there with a vehicle. What's a vehicle going to do? Tickle people? No. But the white van drove into the crowd, killing a woman and injuring at least 16 people, 3 with life threatening injuries, 8 seriously injured, and 5 with minor injuries. Reports also indicate some victims were later stabbed. The vehicle crashed into a tree and one or more individuals allegedly fled the scene. So there's even like saying there's a bit of knife crime going on there. There was a stabbing afterwards. Look, I'll just highlight that bit there. Look, you can see it. I'll highlight it. Reports also indicate some victims were later stabbed. Well, I thought it might have taken me to a better link than that, but it's going on about old stuff. So, but yeah, but a member of Islamic circles. What more do you need to know? Yep, that's what it is. Yep, just like water it down. Blah blah blah. Nothing to see here. Yeah, this is something to do. What did it say? Christopher Street Day Pride Parade in Berlin. So Germany probably has something after. I mean, it makes you laugh how they get a whole month, but you fight for your country and die for your country, you get a day. I took nothing; it was given. Yes. uh, I'm sorry, I'm just reading your chats. Yes, yes. Go back into my videos, but it's all there for everyone to use. It's a good one, so you got to use it. Yeah, you and me both. It's just the religion of road rage, isn't it? Hey, down the line, hi, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're well on this not so sunny Sunday. But thing is, I have spoken to lesbian and gay people, and they're like, we want nothing to do with the tea, nothing. We don't want the trans thing. Not interested. Do you know what I mean? So that's the latest on that. That's what. But look, over 2,200 personnel from Berlin and other German states are involved, including helicopters with thermal imaging. Search areas include train stations such as Hanau to Bahnhof. Police have not confirmed specific motives, but have a strong suspicion the act may be terrorism. Well, of course it is. I mean, regardless of what Sadiq Khan and Shabana Mamana Mahmood and what Zach Polanski post on X, the Islamic community do not stand with anything to do with the gay people, let alone trans. Even though Muhammad himself, was with 30 men at El Zut. Not saying a word, mate. But for some reason, they kill gays. Like, how stupid is that? It's an attack on our society, a heinous act, which I said earlier, wasn't it? Brutal attack on peace and colourful gathering. Cowardly and abhorrent. The Pride event stands for freedom, dignity, and equality. Need to get rid of the trans side. It's just not. It's not compatible. It's an actual insult to women, isn't it? Mostly, who are losing their own spaces. He's got 10 jewels. Whee! And a W. Yep. Apparently, the king was at risk of something to do with the religion of peace and understanding. Yeah, I've got a video of William. You should check it out. uh, What did I just say? No, I know nothing. I don't even know what the jewels are, mate. I even googled it at one point. I stand got we apparently people got 1,000 free or something, and apparently if you look at the memberships, you know you can join for a month. Well, a month and then it reoccurring or whatever. I got a message from YouTube saying that people can actually register for a month free. So, you know, I think I got 4. You got Wizard, Silver Wizard, Gold Wizard, and Ultimate Wizard. They're all different prices. But obviously, Wizard, the start one, 1.99, 50p a week. But you get a month free. So check that out. You might be able to register for a whole month free of charge. And obviously, make sure, like, if you don't want it to carry on, you can cancel it. Or if you want to support the channel, pay 50p a week, mate. Happy days. And if not, obviously, watch adverts. Cost you nothing. Just watch adverts. That helps me. They add up. They give me a couple of pound a day in ad revenue. It's all good. But, you know, building the channel, get the views up. The more ads, the more people watching ads, the better it is for me. But yeah, it's all good. But there are other ways of doing, you know, like super chats. There's Kofi link and all that, but it's all up there. I never normally really mention it because, like, it makes me feel awkward. But everything's there. But apparently, there's a 1 month free you can do on a membership. So I thought that was quite cool that they do that. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, they don't want equality; they want priority. Yeah, they do. It's if like, you know, when you go up to them straight away, you got to be like, oh, I've got to be all like sympathetic and feel sorry for them, and they've been hard done by or something. Yeah, it's quite it's a strange one, isn't it? Like, so yeah. Well, Twitch. I was on Twitch for a bit. I was more gaming, so I'm too old for that, you know. Yeah, he will. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm all up for living that live, but when you're sort of like forcing your stuff on people and you're forcing women's spaces to be unsafe, that's where you draw the line, isn't it? It's just no, because, you know, the lesbian and gay community, what do? They just live their life. They do their thing. Do you know what I mean? There's like, no one cares anymore. No one cares. Like, whether you're religious or not, you know, we are who we are. Let people live their life. You only get one life, enjoy it. Well, apparently we only get one life. You know, you might come back again because you might screw up so bad that you get sent back and you got to relearn. But, you know, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But Charles is definitely not fit to be king. Neither is William. If you're going to stand there lying, saying, like, Islam is the religion of peace and understanding, it's crazy. If anyone wants to call in, let me know and I'll put the link up. What else was I going to discuss today? Oh, the mega dingies, wasn't it? The mega dingies. Oh, I went a bit massive there in your face, wasn't I? So, bloomin' mega dingies. Oh. Trying to protect my autistic daughter, 16, from these trans fanatics getting increasingly difficult. Yeah, because that's who they prey on, isn't it? So, yeah, I bet it is crazy. But anyone who's vulnerable, anyone who feels a little bit lost, anyone looking for meaning, that's it. They're on there. Love bomb them. So, yeah. Yeah, great white shark. I've got a tattoo of a shark. I love sharks. Carcaricus. That's Latin for great white shark. Just so you know. Yeah, I did have a shark's tooth. I was going to make a necklace out of it. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to have to look on eBay. See if I think it was a tiger shark tooth I had. But yeah, I was a bit gutted. I want great white shark's tooth. Anyone know where you can buy a great white shark's tooth? I'd love to have that on a necklace. Great white shark tooth. How cool would that be? I love sharks. Dan, why'd you have to write so much? I've got to read all that. Only a human consciousness, acting by God's free will, can connect and communicate. The brainwashed can't unless guided or drugged, and then it seems as a joke to them due to human interference. Ooh. It was Prince William, the King, and Star Wars saying Islam is a religion of peace and peace and understanding. Ooh, and everyone should learn from them, and that everyone will accept them throughout the UK. I mean, there's so many wrongs with that, isn't there, mate? You know what I mean? So I'll leave the TV on the Wizard Channel, let it play until I get back. Nice. Yep, that'll be a view. Happy days. uh, there's no karma. Amy, Amy. In certain situations, you wish there was. Sometimes there is, isn't there? But sometimes there's no karma. Yeah, eBay. I'll have to have a look on there. I just bought a load of. I just bought about 88 different paintbrushes, but 50 for a fiver. They're like the ones I've got. 50, 10 of each, 10, 5 different things, 10 of each. I was like, yeah, I'm having them. Last one's £4.49. What, for 50 brushes? I ain't saying no to that. But it's good. I like to bulk buy because then I don't have to buy anything for years on end. So, yeah. As you can see, I've got some paintings up there that I strategically placed. The top two I've just done. That's a older one. I did say to someone who used to be on the channel, I was like, he's going to come and collect that because he was coming down Portsmouth, but he never did. So, oh well. I sent a few out to a few people. Phil bought one. Oh, Phil is not here at the moment. Ladies and gents, I'm sure he won't mind me telling you in that. I hope he doesn't. But I messaged him in that and said, "Oh, Phil, I hope you're all right. I haven't seen you on the live for a while." He's one of the mods as well. But sadly, Molly, his beloved dog, she passed away last Friday. Oh, I was so gutted for him, but lovely dog. He sent me a photo and that, and she sat in the Subaru like that, like looking out the window, like, yeah, I'm driving. It looks so cool. But yeah, he said he's been struggling the last week. It sort of screwed him up. It was expected, isn't it? You lose someone in your family. But yeah, sadly she passed away. So he's doing whatever he wants to do to get through it and that. And I said, mate, I'm here if you need me. Do you know what I mean? That's it. That's all I can say. I never know what to say in things like that because time and this. It just sounds so annoyingly boring and. But I just didn't know what to say. So I said to him, honestly, mate, I don't know what to say. But but I was sorry. Obviously, I said I'm sorry to hear that. But it's sad. But so Phil will be back when he's back. So yeah, took me a bit by surprise when he said that. It's like the most random thing you'd think someone would say. I still want to come up with that. So yeah, but hopefully he's gonna do what he does to get through, take one day at a time, and heal as best he can. But yeah, but Molly, like I say, in that Subaru, I've still got the photo, sitting there like that, the way she looks. Oh, I'm just going down the road, mate. You got to go and buy some dog food. So cool. You get more gay for your buck in Berlin. Apparently, there's some big words there. I'm not even going to bother. Ontological and epistemological. Yeah, Cali laws are different, aren't they? Yeah, I will do, mate. I will. I will pass it on. Not a problem. Yeah, it's awful. I used to think the same thing as a kid. My dad had me read the dictionary back to front to learn every word. Education and torture are so close. uh, losing a pet is what it is. It is. Shadow banned. I get shadow banned, and as this video goes on and it picks up words and this and that, it doesn't pump it out to people. At the moment, around 50 people are watching, but let's see how many. The thing is, I'm on X as well, so sometimes I end up with more views on X. 22 on X, so 26 are on YouTube. So if you're on X, I'm not saying 23 there, but 22 up there. Oh, it's one or the other, isn't it? So whichever one you're on, make sure you comment. Make sure you comment and subscribe and follow and do everything like you do. But I've got some stuff up about the Dinghys here that I can read out, but I'll put it on screen. At least you can see it. Because I don't know if enough by heart, but I've got some of the dinghy information which we can go through. Yeah, but shadow ban's blooming nightmare. Oh, are they? Oh yeah, I suppose in America. No, I think we get lemon sharks. Pass on hugs and sorry to. Yeah, we'll do, mate. We'll do. Plum Jack straight in with Himalayas Bills. I don't know if I said what. Follow through. Oh, he's got to change your box shorts. Yep, crazy. Oh yeah, I think it was yesterday, mate. But they've done it the day before. I think they do it for a couple of days. So yeah, I'm trying to move away from it. I mean, the less we sort of mention it, the better. I mean, yes, it's going to happen in news stories on a do news, but the politics and reviews, I'm going to just sort of step away. Same on my ex. I had my ex account flagged saying that I was spamming and doing this and that. So I had to go through some checks. Then I requested a review and they said, oh, no, you're fine. But that's because I put up, I mentioned Mohammed and what he was like with Aisha, etc. And I think there's a bit of mass reporting in the world of Muslims. That's what they do. They just mass report and try and get you banned from X. They state facts get banned. How stupid. So every time they want to put something about Christianity that's blatantly wrong and misinformation, I'll put that as hate speech then and I'll report it. Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. So I'm just going to move away from it. And there's no point ever talking to Muslims because they deny it, they'll act stupid, whatever it is. Well, no, they act stupid, they probably are. But they're like, oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, I believe, God created this earth and he would appoint a man who's in his 50s, between 54 and 57, and he will marry a 6-year-old. Yep, that's fine. That's very holy, very holy. Greatest example of man of all time, even though they get arrested and banged up for life nowadays. Oh, okay then. But then excuses, excuses, excuses. So there's no point even talking to them. No point. I've had a 7-day ban here on YouTube for mentioning Islam in a certain way, and it flagged that up as hate speech, but they never told me what I said or how I said it or anything, which is ridiculous. But they banned me for 7 days, and that's just because Muslims see it and report it. That's what they do. They go, "Oh, this bit here, we said that. Oh, you said this. Oh, you know what I mean?" And they ruin it for you. That's what they do. They don't care. That's what they're like. Obviously, they don't give two hoots. But as soon as you mention, say, you're a follower of Islam, that's what I should do. Is do another channel and say, like, I just become a Muslim. I bet you I'll get hundreds of thousands of followers. I bet you. I should do that for a giggle, shouldn't I? Isn't it? The Muslim wizard. Yeah, these I don't get. They go, oh, they got drones and watchtowers. You don't know who these people are. They use all their credentials wherever to get through, and then they just lob them and then come into this country and being 40 years old, they say they're 16, and the British courts go, yeah, he's 16. So the drones doing all this like facial recognition, they'd be like, well, they're not on any system, so we ain't got a clue who they are, where they're from, what they're doing, nothing. So having drones and watchtowers, absolutely pointless. Absolutely pointless. So we need to keep talking about it to unnormalize. Yeah, I mean, as and when it comes up in the news like this, like the news story that we just covered regards Berlin, yep, we'll cover the news story. We'll talk about it. Not a problem because it's relevant. But I'm not gonna because like sometimes on a Sunday I think, oh, we like I do a video and it'd be like, a call in and saying, like, should Islam be banned? So that sort of thing, I just won't do it. Do you know what I mean? Because YouTube would just shadow ban it and I end up with like really bad views. I mean, some of the views I've been getting lately have been awful, but I had a week off as well, didn't I? I had to sort my little brain out and had a few things going on. And then the car died, but the car's living the dream now, thank God. But yeah, it's just move away from that, and I've changed the thing. It was in news and politics, my section, so to speak, but I've changed that back to entertainment because obviously we're about this, that, and everything else, and not just news. And we've got the reviews and that, so maybe that helps. So I'm trying different things, and but I think a lot of it maybe YouTube's a young person's games. I've seen females, they do so much better just for being female. What can I say? I've got long hair, so I just say I'm trans and I'm identified as a woman and I'll get loads of subscribers. But they seem to do really well. Younger people, they do a lot better. And you got people like Jordan Peterson and Ben Spirit, they're so brainy. People are just like, yep, subscribe. And I don't know whereabouts I fit in. They just probably just tune in and think, my God, he's got a beard and long hair. He's old. See you later. Who knows? I'm very realistic. I'm very blunt. I'm not. I don't gloss anything over for myself, let alone anyone else. But I can't. I could change the way I look, but I'm not changing the way I look. I'm sticking to news, politics, and reviews because I enjoy it. And now we've added Freaky Friday to get in a little bit of a Friday evening to talk about conspiracies and aliens and extraterrestrial type stuff. It's all good. So that's the way we're going to go. But yeah, just move it away. But like I say, if anything comes up in the news said like that, and we believe this is a terrorist attack, then yes, if it's relevant, I will cover it. So it's not a problem. So yeah. So YouTube's not going to win and silence me 100%. So I'm flying through the messages because I'm behind again. Yeah, £1,000 they cost, these from China, super dinghies, mega dinghies. Apparently, people who smuggled them into Europe have had to hide the dinghies in the sand dunes. These super dinghies are too big to hide. Yeah, but they're coming through Turkey and Germany, I think, on this report. I will go through it in two. Yeah, it's crap, absolute crap. Yeah, just say religion, yeah, for that religion. Could do, yeah. That's a good idea. We're flying through the chat to paint your beard in rainbow colours. Yeah. If only say that, it got a bit of red and black yesterday or the day before. I bent over, I was painting, I was doing a bit of blow art. And yeah, I dunked my beard in my painting, didn't I? I had a bit of red and black on it. I was like, oh, mate. So yeah, I was going there. Wizelda. Yes, hit the like button, ladies and gents. And if you're on X, subscribe, and then jump over here on YouTube and come and chat. You can chat on X. It comes up here. I won't miss it. Not sure of your charge. Douglas and Dwayne Dietrich to interview. Yeah, we send out loads of emails, Electrodoc and that. We send out loads. We used to get no replies. I think my channel's got to grow a bit more, maybe. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I'll get the views, so I'll go over there, maybe. But yeah, Jake's also getting hold of a young lady as well, so who's an ex-Muslim. Be very interesting to chat with her. But I think I'm waiting for Jake actually to email me. I think we're going to be doing one of our videos on Thursday. So it's all good. It's all good. But yes, these mega dinghies. I read somewhere they're about £1,000 in China. Oh yeah, Chinese-made vessels have been spotted departing from northern France and heading straight for UK waters, with some being towed into Dover after arrival. In July 2026, a 42-foot mega dinghy, I don't know what happened there, dinghy, 13 metres, was recorded crossing from France to Dover, carrying 165 migrants, and that was a record breaker, that one. I'm trying to avoid the other chat. Yeah, that's all they do. Far right, it's a joke, isn't it? While the final leg is always the France-UK Channel crossing, these boats are often manufactured in China and shipped through Turkey and Germany before reaching the French coast. Production in China, some with made in China stamps, transported via Turkey and or Germany to France, then departure from northern French ports, Calais, Berck or other Pas de Calais locations, and crossing the English Channel to UK ports such as Dover. Oops. I clicked, I thought it was going to say read more, it's read less. That caught me out, didn't it? Authorities and experts note that smugglers use these larger vessels to maximise passenger capacity and profit, partly because smaller boat supply chains are being disrupted. The France-UK route remains the most direct and high-volume illegal maritime crossing, and the mega dinghy route follows it almost entirely. In summary, the mega dinghy route is a direct, high-risk channel crossing from northern France to southern England, with the boats themselves often sourced in China and brought to France by Turkey and or Germany before departure. And who's doing what? Anyone? Anyone doing anything? About weed? Hello? Yeah, no, I wouldn't charge anyone. I think other things like whatever podcast and that, they're huge, aren't they? And they get the views and this and that, and they've got it. So that's how they get the people and say, look, we'll pay you X amount, come on. So, but I get that. So, yeah, Palestine doesn't exist. That's very true. But yeah, so those mega dinghies are just going to be more and more trouble, aren't they? But other than that, like, what else was I? Oh, Andy Burnham. Yes, we've got Andy Burnham. Oh, everyone talks about him. Absolute useless. Isn't it weird how number 10 North was just there ready to go? Isn't that weird? And I've actually done a video, 3 reasons why it's a flawed idea. I was on it before everyone else. But obviously, in true YouTube fashion, it's like, oh, he's talking out against Labour and Andy Burnham. Let's shadow ban the video. So yeah. But Andy Burnham's absolutely useless, and it's a bit weird that he's there. Oh, right, number 10 North. Yeah, here we are. Well, where did that come from? You've been in office 5 days and it's ready. How convenient. Yeah, we won't be given 1 trillion. They can kiss it. Like, they don't deserve a pen. Don't forget, the Palestinians, Gazans, and Hamas entered Israel on October the 7th. Do you know what I mean? Palestine doesn't exist, never has, and hopefully it never will. They got to give them the chance. Israel giving money to Hamas to, like, get a country going, get a democracy and that. No, they used it for building tunnels and just treating the people like God knows what. And it's just an absolute dump, absolute poo hole. So, there we go. What can I say? But don't worry, Andy Burnham knocked £1 off the bus cap, and he's going to save you around 86p a week on your gas. I mean, it's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. So yeah. Right, get in the chat. What do you want to? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can talk about Andy Burnham. Talk about Andy Burnham. Andy Burns Ham. That's Islamophobic. His surname's Ham. But yeah. But that's I'll cover all. Which I don't want to go too much into Andy Burnham. I mentioned him the other day, didn't I? But yeah, I'll just keep an eye on what you guys are saying in the chat now. Really, so. Yeah, Hamas they got voted in by the Palestinians, and the idea was, like, under agreement with Israel, that they would form a decent country, a democracy. They would use the money to invest in the new country and its people, but they decided to do the opposite, and in the name of Islam, or said religion, build tunnels. That's all they've done, build all those tunnels, and kept the money, line their own pockets. And I think it was the top 4 people in Hamas just happened to be absolutely minted, like millionaires, billionaires, all because of that money coming from all other people, thinking that Hamas were doing whatever they were doing to make a democracy and a new country called Palestine, and they weren't. So they had their chance. And the Palestinians even said after October the 7th, they would vote Hamas in again. Kids are taught at schools to hate Jews, etc. So, it was just one big con on behalf of Hamas. So people go, oh, Israel gave money to Hamas and they were part and parcel of it. Well, no, that wasn't the case. You're sort of twisting the facts. They gave money to Hamas, but on the understanding they started a decent country, a democracy. But Hamas used it for said, illegal intent and to line their own pockets and make themselves millionaires and billionaires in some cases. So, yeah. So when people say, oh, Israel gave money to Hamas, they're like, yeah, not to attack Israel, was it? That's like, mind you, the UK would probably, I was going to say countries wouldn't do that, but someone like England would, wouldn't they? Oh, well, yeah, let's give money to Iran because they're sending Iranian operatives through the mega dinghys to get into the country to set up terror cells and then attack us from inside out because, they worked out like that, you don't need bloodshed to enter a country. You just go in a mega dinghy. So, yeah, probably the UK would give money to some people to then come in the country and take us out. It's a fact. It's actually a fact. I don't know what Bibi Netanyahu says about whatever, but I mean, but the way he's reacted after is October 7th has been superb. Literally handed the arses back on Palestine. No way are both sides as bad as each other. No way. Look at Israel. Did you realise in Israel there's 4 million Muslims living there and they say it's lovely? There's no apartheid. There's no genocide. There's nothing. Israel is a good country with different people, Christians, Jews, Muslims, and they all live happily together. There's certain things where, like you see apartheid apostate prophet and David Wood went to a certain place. They're like, oh no, you can't come in here unless you're Muslim or whatever. There's some places like that, but obviously, you've got to be Muslim. It's always Muslim, isn't it? You have to be Muslim. But no way. They're nothing at all like each other. Because what have Israel done that's wrong? Nothing. They literally got attacked on October the 7th. Palestinians, Gazans, and Hamas tried to genocide the Jews again. Failed. Israel literally handed their asses back to them on a plate, which was nice. And Israel basically said, we need to just wipe out the threat full stop so it doesn't happen again. And that's what they have to do. People said, oh, there's a famine in Gaza. There's actually photos of people partying and like stalls and everything in the market. There's nothing. I tell you, what they tell you in the reality, even is it the Israeli movement? Joseph, he actually went there and done some news reporting from there, and it was literally nothing like what people were saying. So yeah, there's YouTubers that actually have been there, got the T-shirt, and come back and gone, actually, mainstream media is a lie. There is no famine. There is no genocide. Bearing in mind, there's 5.6 million as a population in Palestine and Gaza, and it's going up. And you want to say it's a genocide? Like, no, just no. But no, Israel will never be in the same sort of as bad as Palestinians, Gazans, or Hamas. No, they're way above. They're all about the Islamic terrorism, all of it. Israel is just a country of democracy that's trying to just like survive. But the fascination of this Jew hatred, I don't get it. Jesus was a Jew. And you can see exactly the indoctrination and the lies and the propaganda all from the Muslims about the Jews, because the Jews actually laughed at Muhammad and said, you're not a prophet, go away, you're actually full of it. Muhammad didn't like that. So then he changed it to then, right, they're the worst of creatures, we must kill all Jews. And then that's what they're literally doing today after reading the Quran, and that is pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Nope, you're not allowed to carpet bomb, it's against the law. But no, Israel funded Hamas years ago to start the country. So, yeah. You can find all the information out. I literally ended up doing research because I wanted to know what was going on. So, there will be people that lie because they do. So, Israel didn't give money to Hamas. Yes, they did. They allowed money to enter through Qatar, I think, build their country. Israel did give money to Hamas because they were actually helping them create Palestine. If Israel didn't allow the money to enter, they'd. What you want to? What angle are you trying to get there? Israel did give money to Hamas because obviously they wanted to do the country. So I mean, I don't know what you're on about. It's crazy. I'm trying to work out what you're getting at here. They allowed money to enter through Qatar so they could build their country. That's what I said. I'm a bit confused at the context here. Wait. Go through the chat, make sure I haven't missed anything. Trying to work out. I'm probably reading it wrong, but But yeah, because I know the Palestinians voted in Hamas. Hamas are obviously then running the country. Israel were then giving money to said country. So by default, that's giving money to Hamas, isn't it, through third party aid? So I suppose it's through third party aid. So yeah, probably not direct. Maybe me saying like Israel giving money to Hamas. I assume it's through third parties. So maybe direct to Hamas was wrong. Um, Need to educate myself and update it. Yeah, I'm probably saying it like the short version, which is a bit wrong. We say allowed money to enter through Qatar. I think you're right there. That is so they could build their country. Yeah, so it might have been through third party with Israel helping. So not actually giving money directly to Hamas. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Yeah, so it's through third parties. They all like invested whatever, so that got through to the Palestinians, and then that was to build the country. Maybe. Yeah. Oh well, I stand corrected. Uh, 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 Israel allowed Qatari donations and humanitarian aid to enter Gaza in 2010s, particularly during periods of economic hardship or political tension. This facilitation sometimes reached Hamas governance structures but was framed officially for humanitarian reasons and maintaining limited civil stability, but not to empower Hamas military. So it's through indirect facilitation or of third party aid and political consideration. So not direct to Hamas. So I should stop saying that, shouldn't I? But was to establish Palestine. You know, to create a Palestinian state. It's quite complicated, isn't it? Yeah, historical actions and modern operational decisions have indirectly benefited Hamas. Israel has consistently denied any intent to strengthen Hamas military. The discussion about Israel's role involves political nuance. Facilitating aid for humanitarian or containment purposes is not the same as financing the organization to create the Palestinian state. In conclusion, claims that Israel directly gave money to establish Palestine are inaccurate. So, yeah, I was wrong. The reality involves a complex mix of historical containment strategies, indirect facilitation of third party aid, and political considerations. Understanding this distinction is crucial to accurately interpret the conflict and ongoing humanitarian efforts. So there's getting money there, but it wasn't to do with Hamas military or anything like that. Cool, it's quite confusing, isn't it? Oh well, that's me educated. So saying Israel didn't give money to Hamas is correct. It went round third party, blah blah blah, to do whatever for Palestine. So yeah, it has. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yes, it's all good. Well, let's look up only churches in Saudi Arabia. That'd be zero. Then look up how many mosques in the UK. Exactly. Yeah, Rupert I did Joe Rogan. Yep. Jesus was not a Jew. I literally have no words for such a stupid comment. Let's work this one out. Yes, Jesus was ethnically and religiously Jewish, living with the Jewish community of first century Judea. Yeah, Judea and Samaria, which they're trying to get called Palestine. Do you know what I mean? Jesus was born in first century Palestine under a Roman. Why are they calling it Palestine? Within the region of Judea and Galilee. So yeah, well, call it Judea and Galilee. It's not Palestine, is it? See, that's how they infect your brain to think that things exist when they don't. Which was predominantly Jewish. His family, including his parents, Mary and Joseph, observed Jewish law, traditions, and festivals such as Passover. Historical sources consistently describe him as participating in synagogue life and engaging with Jewish teachers during his public ministry. Jesus' teachings were rooted in Jewish scripture and beliefs. He frequently quoted the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, interpreted Jewish law, and debated with other Jewish teachers of the time. Many of his teachings align with Jewish ethical principles, and he did not intend to create a new religion during his early ministry. His followers initially regarded him as a Jewish rabbi or prophet. So there. Jesus was not a Jew. It's got to be the most stupidest sentence ever invented in the humanity of this planet. Andy Burnham touched my hamster. uh, yeah, that's true, mate. Yeah, the longer it takes and the longer it's going to take to recover. Yep, it's crazy. Hmm. You wanted Jesus killed, by the way? No, I didn't. I wasn't even alive. How can I want him dead? You need to talk to Douglas. He'll put you right. Michael Aquino knew what Israel was. Yes, it's a country for the Jewish people because basically Judea and Samaria is like the Quran and the Bible literally gives Judea and Samaria to the Jews. Land of the Jews as given to them by God. So there's no ifs, buts, or maybes. Oh my God. Really? Are you going? It was all looking so good, David. A new person in the chat, and now you're talking absolute crap. No, he wasn't. Literally, it's on screen, mate. It's on screen now. Literally, right there in front of your face. Whether it's say do this and do that, you want to make out he's some sort of Muslim, then shut up, then just go away. No. Jesus was not a Muslim because the word Muslim wasn't even invented until about 600 years after his death or longer. Jesus, in his time, was a Jew. Don't care whether, not the way we understand Jew nowadays. That's irrelevant. In his time, as you can see, he was a Jew. His mother Mary was a Jew. They observed Jewish law, traditions, and festivals. Oh dear. Yeah, I think you're more right with what you said originally, mate, than what I was. Yeah, they didn't directly give it, but they allowed it in, and the money they gave went through like third party aid type stuff. So, but yeah, I think you're more right than what I was. So yeah, that's how we educate each other, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. Yeah, it's not even bothered talking about, is it? Yeah, we agree. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. You're correct to me. It didn't go directly to Hamas, so I need to stop saying that Israel, but it went via third party through Qatar. Blah blah blah. It was very complicated, wasn't it, DK? But we got there. But yeah, but you were more right than what I was. So I appreciate you putting in that. That's why I put everything up on screen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I need to be educated, and I don't want to give out wrong information. I stand with Israel. Don't get me wrong. Of course I do. Stand with the Jewish community. If Jesus was a Jew, I'm standing with the Jewish people. It's as simple as that. Not standing against Jesus. But yeah, I think I was simplifying it, oversimplifying it, and it sort of gives the wrong impression that Israel literally gave money to Hamas when, like, well, no, it came through, like what you said, Qatar, third party aid, and obviously Israel probably invested in certain things, done whatever to then help the country. But then somewhere along the lines, obviously the Hamas people were skimming and doing what they were doing, weren't they? So it's crazy. Yeah, that's it. Everyone believes for those who do believe because of a certain reason for them in their life, and it's personal to them. Yeah, I don't. I've never turned around to people and say, "Oh, you got to be this, you got to be that." I mean, I explained it even with Jake and that. I'm quite, I'm on the fence with a lot, but I do believe Jesus walked the earth. I believe in God, so it's complicated, isn't it? Yeah, I wonder who's doing that. We were basically saying the same thing. Yeah, we sort of were, mate, but I think what I was saying was actually wrong. Saying Israel giving money to Hamas, that was wrong. It's like as if it's going direct. So I think you ill informed. About what, Amy? I think you should stay out of politics. What, just because I have a view that's different to yours? I came in thinking, yay, wizard, my hero's Gandalf. Yeah, that's what they call me in real life, Gandalf. Yeah, they do. They should listen to me then. I'm trying to set you right. I mean, you came here for a reason. Fate. Maybe your love for the wizard and Gandalf brought you here. Maybe you were meant to listen to me and think, actually, yeah, let me do my research because it seems the wizard is actually more right. But if I'm ill informed, please tell me in the chat what I'm ill informed about, and then we can bring it up on screen, and then we can work out what's right or wrong. I've literally just done it with DK, like the way I was saying about like Israel giving money to Hamas. The way I said that was wrong. It's a lot more complicated, but we got there. So, I'm looking it up. And then we got an idiot saying that Jesus was not a Jew. So it's up on screen right now saying, yes, Jesus ethnically and religiously Jewish. That's the end of that argument. So, whatever it is you think I'm ill informed about, I mean, I assume you're like obviously going to be anti Jew or anti Israel or something. And you're going to lie about Israel. Is that what you're going to do? So, but yeah, Amy, put it in chat. Tell me, what is it? Oh, that was 2:07. It's now 2:20. 13 minutes. You might have done a runner already. Oops. But yeah, no. I mean, if I'm wrong about something, let me know. I do read a lot. I mean, sometimes I said stuff like I just did, and the way I've said it is incorrect, and I had to be corrected. So thanks to DK, we got there and we agreed. So it's happy days. So oh look, yes, we agree. See, that's how you do it. So it's all good. Cool, that's a question. What proof can you offer to sell me on this Godfellow? Wow, see, proof. I think it's a more personal thing for that. I don't think you can prove yay or nay, can you? It's about faith, I suppose. That's a good question, though, Slim. How can you offer? I don't know. So, but I mean, for someone who's not religious, who may be looking into religion, they're the questions you've got to ask. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have answers. I mean, it's just a personal thing for me. I assume it is for everyone else. And, you think what you think, or you have faith in what you have faith in. And I don't know. I'm sure you'll correct me in the chat. But yeah, but that's, yeah, proof is say it is because it is. Yeah, that's not good enough, is it? Yeah, you can't just say, "Oh no, I said that, so that's true." Yeah, I get that. I get that. Who are you talking to anyway? Oh, Dan the Lionheart. So, but yeah, I mean, some things to try and talk about is quite difficult. But you're right there. Like can you prove God's existence? Probably not. But what gets them on there is people are like, as soon as something bad happens, they're like, oh, there can be no God because of this. And you think, no, the reason that's happened on this planet is due to the actions of man and women. I'm just saying, actions of humans. There would be no war if there was a God. Yeah, there would, because man has free will and decided to do that and to take the route of Satan. So you can't then blame God because that happened. He gave you free will, and that's where it's ended up. So whenever bad happens, it's because of actions of humans, not because of God, and doesn't prove that God does or doesn't exist. But it's not because of God. I mean, it doesn't prove that God does not exist that happened. I think it was the Jews. The Jews wanted Jesus killed. Pontius Pilate. They have writings, don't they, about that? Because he's saying about like this. Because he was saying about like, say you're not a thingy. There you go. Historical and biblical sources. Jewish religious leaders wanted Jesus killed because they saw him as a blasphemer and a threat to their authority, while Roman governor Pontius Pilate approved the execution because Jesus' popularity risked political unrest in Judea. So, yeah. But everyone knows it was the Jewish people or Jewish leaders. But Jesus claimed divine authority, including forgiving sins, something Jewish leaders believed only God could do. Bit of a hint there about who he is, wasn't it? His teachings challenged Pharisees and Sadducees, criticizing their hypocrisy and interpretations of the law. His actions in the temple, such as overturning money changers' tables, directly threatened the authority of the temple leadership, and the high priest Caiaphas declared Jesus guilty of blasphemy after Jesus affirmed being the Messiah. And then obviously the fear of public unrest and the Roman political concerns and method of execution. So yeah, the Jews. He's saying, like, I think you said earlier about I wanted him dead. I'm not Jewish, by the way, but I have sent off for a 23andMe DNA test. I don't know what that's going to come back as. I say I'm not Jewish. I don't know, but my DNA, that should be with me within 7 days, I believe. I've got to do the test, return it, and then about, I think it said about 4 weeks, you get the results. And then I'm going to do a live stream, and we're going to go through it live for a giggle. We're going to find out where the whiz is from. But yeah, but if you say that the Jews wanted Jesus killed, then yes, Jewish religious leaders wanted Jesus killed. And then, like I said, regards Pontius Pilate, I know that because they've got the letter, haven't they, where he's staying. But and he didn't actually want to do it, but like it says here, he approved it because he approved the execution because Jesus' popularity risked political unrest in Judea. Yeah, Judea and Samaria, not Palestine. Just saying. So, but yeah, so yeah, you're saying Jews, we're correct. So 107 billion. Wow. Yeah, what's his name? Who's the other idiot? Biden. That's basically, yeah, I'll bring it up on screen. Like, I do not know everything. I do not know everything. I'm not going to sit here and say I do. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong or be educated on something new. It's not a problem. I'm very open minded. If I say something like DK pointed out that it wasn't strictly true, but I sort of meant the same thing, but it wasn't strictly true how I said it, and I had to correct the way I said it, then so be it. That's the way we become a better version of ourselves. It's Dave, you're going to keep going on about Jesus not being a Jew when I've literally had it on the screen that Jesus was a Jew. You're literally look claiming he was the Son of God, and Jews don't believe Jesus was the Son of God. Literally, what's it say there? Jewish religious leaders wanted Jesus killed because they saw him as a blasphemer and a threat to their authority. So you're literally saying the same thing. So yes, Jesus was a Jew, is a Jew. I need to fly on catch up with the chat. Let me fly through. I know. Yeah, he was. No, we're not about Muslims. Literally, I just said earlier, we're not about Muslims. I'm literally moving away from talking about Islam and that. It's about news, politics, and we review things. So, you know, whether you agree or disagree, that is completely your right. You know, we can have different opinions, we can have different views, but we talk about it like adults. So, ethnically and religiously, yes. David, you literally, it's been on screen. It literally said ethnically and religiously he was a Jew. So, Dave, just stop. Just stop. Admit you're wrong. I mean, I've literally sat here and like, oh, don't matter. Wasting my breath. Yeah, it literally said something about the Tanakh as well. Uh, I'm flying through the chat because I'm way behind. I'm behind, geese. Yeah, I'm going to start Wizlam. That's what they get at, won't it? Try and make out he's Muslim. Oh, he prayed like a Muslim. He done this. No, no such thing as Muslim. The word didn't exist. I can see which way this chat's going to go here. So, yep, I know what you meant, geese. I know what you meant. You are correct. Literally had it up on screen. Jesus was a Jew. Literally had it up on screen. Look. Let's do it a different way. Was Jesus a Muslim? This is where co-pilot turns around and is like, shut up. That difference between Christianity, Islam, and historic scholarship. Yeah, they lie. Jesus lived approximately blah 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 blah. He was born into a Jewish family, observed Jewish law, festivals, and customs, referred to as a rabbi, a teacher within Judaism. Islam as a religious institution began in the 7th century, roughly 600 years after Jesus. The term Muslim, as a self-identified follower of Islam, did not exist during Jesus' lifetime. So there you go. There you go. Jesus was not a Muslim in the historical sense, as Islam did not exist during his lifetime, but Islam theology, he is considered a prophet who submitted to God. And that's why they tried to twist it into the favour of oh, yeah, look, you must be Muslim. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Crazy times we live in, ladies and gents. Somebody doesn't understand the Trinity either. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always behind, mate. I'm trying to zip through. Hey then, Paul. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Trying to fly through the chat to catch up here. Still 10 minutes behind. I need to fly through. My bad. If you've written anything and it's that good, you have to rewrite it. There you go. There's a simple Pharisees wanting him dead, and the Romans said, yep. Checks out. He is a thorn in our side. Jesus was in the flesh. Oh, dear. Well, that's a good way of putting it. Can you claim God isn't Jewish? I'm trying to fly through. So I don't like. Turns out wizards are real wizards. I don't want to miss anything that's relevant, but baby Jeebus. Oh, baby Jeebus. I got up to 1:30, and I think that David's finally been banned. I was wondering how long it'd take. I mean, when they're saying Jesus is a Jew, Jesus not a Jew, the person, i.e., me, proves Jesus was a Jew, and then he still goes, Jesus was not a Jew. That's when you like go away, ban. Yeah, Wislam, yeah, Wislam. I think Electrodoc said something about start Wislam. Uh, it's too close to Islam, isn't it? If I had one, I wouldn't want to call it something close to that. Well, Christianity. I did warn him to watch his tone. He didn't. Trev just pops in. Lots of great crop circles this year. Yes, I know. How you doing, Binky? I hope you're well, mate. He's back in the house. Happy days. Yeah, I know. I don't know where they get their education from or their obnoxiousness or whatever. I mean, I literally said, like, I'm willing to be proven wrong on anything, or someone tell me something new, educate me. It's brilliant. Do you know what I mean? That's why we're here to learn. I'm flying for juices. Yep, it is. I was trying to move away from it, but you know. Oh, Helen's in the garden. I'm not going to go there, but hello. It rhymes with hello. Is in the garden. Happy days. I think you found your niche. Oh, mate. It's crazy. Should we do it next Sunday? Saying, like, Jesus, was he Jewish or Muslim? Would that be a good chat for next Sunday? Uh, Jesus from Jupiter got translated badly. Uh, yeah, that Liam Tufts, he's good, he is. I'm sure he'll never be on my channel. He's too big, isn't he? What can I do? What can I do? Sit here pretending I'm Gandalf still. Come on, Wiz. Wizard High? No, I'm not. I've not touched anything, Your Honour. I don't even drink alcohol. Now and again. But anyway, how are you, Jessica? Hope you're well. Jessica Butner in the house, ladies and gents. That's a new name. I don't recognise it. So welcome. I hope you're enjoying your maybe sunny Sunday. Oh, the sun is coming out. Oh, look, my alien's getting blurred again. The light. Oh, in the world. Oh dear, it's all going wrong. uh, but yes, hope you're well, Jessica. Hope you're well. Oh yeah, I've been checking my emails, geez. Yeah. Said it twice. I might as well put it up twice. Hello. Bonjour, Jessica. Yeah, well, I know. It's really, really annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, Helen's getting technical about the growths. Look, germination. That's a word, isn't it? Germination rates were terrible. Oh, yeah. I suppose, yeah, you could end up with bad compost. Typical. The weather's been all over the place. Just keep going, Helen. Just keep going. I know. That's the whole purpose, you know, get a bit of debate going on. It'd be classic. Um, oh, good timing. Give the gospel of Jesus. She knows. It's in capitals, so she's shouting, "Is Jesus enough? He never came in religion, and he said that. Turn to him, repent, and he forgives. And without him, I'll have to do it like this. If I shout, you probably all go deaf. No one will enter into kingdom. He covers sin." But yeah, I don't know. I'm up for that like next week if that's the question that people can call in and debate and ask. Wait, an hour and 40 minutes. No one wanted to call in. I'll have to change it again from call in to not. Or I'll leave it as a call in, but I'll just, no one called in today, so I'll just leave it as it is. Less work. But next week, let me know in the chat next week. Actually, I can do a poll. Yes, I'm getting up to me new poll. Should next Sunday be is Jesus a Muslim or a Jew? Yes. No. There we go. Start and show. There we go. That's one way of finding out, isn't it? Yeah, to put ones or twos. One for yes, two for no. Should next Sunday be is Jesus a Muslim or a Jew? If that's a question you want asked and we can discuss it for a giggle, that's something to do next Sunday. Let me know. One with a yes, two with a no. And if you don't want to vote, don't type one or two, and I'll get the hint. But I've got a feeling, it's 50-50. Can you see it live as well, ladies and gents? It's 50-50. There's a one for a yes and one for a no. I'll give it a week and Jesus is a trans. Oh, that's hilarious. Let me put it in the top right corner there. That way, it's up there. Can you see it in the top corner, geese? I'll probably do that, and it's over there on yours where it flips it around. But yeah. But I mean, it's all educational. I mean, we're going to have a question, like, we think we know the answer. It'd be good to hear what people say if they think something else to rebut it, and then we can work it out from there. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm up for that. Trigger Christian could call in, and Jake. Mind you, Jake probably has enough during the week. Yeah. So my problem is I try to please too many people, and whatever it is, and I just got to say it. So yeah, I know. It's crazy our world, isn't it? But yeah, but get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. One for yes, two for no. Should next Sunday be, is Jesus a Jew, a Muslim, or a Jew? That'd be interesting. I can make a nice thumbnail for that with the whiz with Jesus. Oh, your boyfriend is Muslim. Oh, that'd make for an interesting chat. Are you not Muslim then? Because I know a Muslim man is allowed to be with a non-Muslim woman, but not vice versa. A Muslim woman is not allowed to be with a non-Muslim man. I know that much. Is he devout Muslim as well? I mean, is it, or is it like a lot of Christians? They just, say, oh yeah, I'm Christian, but I don't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? So, that'd be interesting to, yeah. My neighbour's Muslim, nice as pie, absolutely nice as pie. So, you know, Robert's got a lot of sun. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's part of the Muslim, but where we're next. Jake, why? Probably because she loves him. He's probably really nice. I rest my case. That's what I was thinking, Plum. That's what I'm saying. Christianity. So I'll start a new religion. Christianity. Paul, I'll see it. I'm not putting it on screen, but that's funny as. Get the plugs ready. Why is he a Muslim? He's probably born into it. The indoctrination starts at very, very young. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. We got an hour and 44 minutes. It's a call-in show. No one called in, so I'm just talking. But yeah. But, no, he's actually asking like why he is a Muslim, not why you with him. So don't misunderstand, Jessica. Bobby's in the house. Bobby, please don't tell me that you think Jesus is a Muslim, mate. But we're asking, should next Sunday be, is Jesus a Muslim or a Jew? One for a yes, two for a no. Binky's in with the 2. Old Jake with the 1. Yeah, I mean, some of it's more about the actual person himself, isn't it, than the actual religion. So, yep, it's been a bit tense. Zombie. Just tuned in. That's it. Give the gospel of Jesus. Jake, Jake, what are you saying? He's he's anti-Islam. Ignore him, Jessica. He's probably going off on one. But thing is, though, if he's devout Muslim, then there's things that you'll be worried about. If he's not, then it's happy days. Like I say, some people are Christians, but they're like, yeah, I don't do nothing about it though. But yeah, religion gets on my boobies too. So fashionably late. No, the police turn out speaker's corner. Oh, hang on. Oh, can't say it was an Islamic attack in Berlin. We know that. I was thinking, why is that? Oh yeah, I've got the wrong window open. Speaker's corner, not a fruit corner. Louis Errington is there. Stephen is on the microphone. No police on that one. Is that the only one that's live? Louis Errington. Let me change that to Speaker's Corner live, so the search term is a bit better. Sunday Speaker's Corner. Bob talking. No, it doesn't seem to be Soko Films. No, it doesn't seem to be much going on in the world there, Beats and Tapes with police. None of the lives are showing. Apparently nothing. I'm not seeing anything there, Rob, at all. So Jesus would approve. Yep, that's the one I was watching. Louis Errington. He's on with Stephen with the microphone at the moment. Liam interview. Let me write that down. I'll have to find it. If you Liam Tuff. interview. Have you got any more details to help me find it exactly, Helen, or would you be able to email me? Or if you're not time on, is it his newest video? If you know the title of the video and a timestamp, if we could get that, Helen, then yes, I'll keep that. Because on Thursday, I think we're talking with regards to the ex-Muslim lady, but also on Tuesday, so I could even throw it up then for Tuesday, as you choose. You're choosing, aren't you, Helen? So, but yeah. Yeah, so it's probably not a devout Muslim. That's probably a good thing then, Jessica. Yes, well, not that it matters. I mean, it's your life. Blimey heck. Wisdom. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. Yeah, it is a call-in. Or was a call-in. I mean, I'm going to end it in a minute. We've gone nearly 2 hours, but yeah, I always use StreamYard. Um, for some reason, it's more to do with YouTube. I put a post up actually. Go to my community in the posts, and you'll see I put a post up. I went live at 7 p.m. and I got messaged saying that the Wiz is live at 10:40 a.m. Literally 15 hours after I was live. So I think YouTube's playing silly games. So that's why I'm trying to move away from talking about certain things. But we do the news, the politics, the reviews. Yes. I put a thing up, like next Sunday, like, is Jesus a Muslim or a Jew, that we could debate. Um, but I mean, at the moment, it's 80% to 20%. So 80% yes, 20% no. Nope, you're correct there, Jessica. You are correct. I know it has, hasn't it, Wislam? Just rolls off the tongue. 24-hour stream. I went to do like a 10-hour one to try and hit 10,000 subscribers, but I gained about 5 subscribers in about 5 hours, so I stopped it. So he is a Muslim. No, Bobby. You never posted a link to call in. No, I said if anyone wants a link, let me know and I'll post it up. But yeah, I should have been a bit more clear on that. My bad. But yeah, but next week I'll literally I'm gonna have it up, literally put it up, and it's gonna be there so people can do it. I'll put it up from the get go. Do you know what I mean? Wisdom could confirm the Quran or simultaneously contradict it. You could be Wizolic. I like that. Yeah, it's got worse. You got attacked. I did have 1 week off. But yeah, people are not allowed to attack Bobby. Yeah, that's probably my fault, Slim. Yeah, I should. I'll remember like next week because I was thinking like, because I done it last time, didn't I? No one called in. I said like, oh, if you want the link, ask. Literally, I should just put it. I'll just keep putting it in the chat. That's what I should do. So yeah, that's my fault, Slim. I apologise. Right, as of next Sunday, I will literally post the link and I'll post it sort of every, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or something, or however often, depending on the chat and that. Yes. So yeah, that's my bad. So yeah. Don't matter how many times you say it, Slim. I still didn't, did I? I'm in the wrong. I apologise. Let me done it again. Yep. Sorry, mate. Sorry. So, my bad. Right, I'm flying through because we're nearly 2 hours. Blow me up. Oh, Jenny's in the house. Just got home. How you doing, Jenny? Got all going on. Literally, I'm going to be ending shortly in a few minutes. I'm just trying to catch up with, yeah, young Bob's good. Lady Liberty. Yeah, I do love young Bob. Everyone, it's quite anti-Islam, but yeah, they do it with Bobby as well. They should chill out a bit, to be fair. But as soon as you say your boyfriend's Muslim, I was like, oh. But yeah, but I mean, live and let live. Come on, people, behave yourselves. You're supposed to debate the actual situation and the religion and the question, not the person. If Jessica wants to be with a Muslim who's not really sort of Muslim, she doesn't pray 5 times and blah, 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 then she's allowed to. So leave her alone. There you go. Jenny straight with 10 joules. Yep. Okay. Yep. Message me, Helen. That's great. If you die tonight, where we go? The morgue. Yep. Sorry, mate. I'm trying to catch up with all the chat. I'm so far behind. It's terrible. But because people don't call in, I make sure that I go through the chat and like bring it all up, and that way, they're still involved even though they didn't call in. So with Tianji, I make delicious cakes. Oh, Helen's doing the sunshine. Yes. Stop attacking. Do not attack Bobby or Jessica. Come on, people. Come on, people. Behave. But it's all good. That's 2 hours. 2 hours. Blimey heck. I know, Slim. You keep telling me I'm sorry. But Tuesday, you choose. So if you say I want to call in, I'll give you the link. I will put the link on Tuesdays because Tuesday you can choose, and we'll see if Helen's saying something about Liam Tuff interview or whatever. I'll make it up as I go along. You know how it is. So, but Tuesday is literally Tuesday. You choose. So if you want to choose to call in, I'll put the I'll put it up there for you, Slim, and then we can discuss something, whatever it is we're doing on Tuesday, and Jake could be there as well. You know what I mean? So it'll all be good. So that's what I'm saying. So 10 votes, 8 said yes, 2 said no, or it's not 10 people out of 63. It's still not great. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to and hour about Sunday. Let me write down that I put is Jesus a Jew or Muslim? Question mark. Next Sunday? Question mark. See all these notes I make. It could be a possible question. Could be a good question to ask. So yeah, it's all good. But don't forget, right? So we'll say Sunday. So the next live is Tuesday, which is choose day. So, if you want to, literally, I've got nothing. I'll have one thing maybe ready just to get the ball rolling. You want to call in? There's a video. Maybe Helen gets hold of me in time and I can say, right, yep, we're going to go through this video. Jake and I will be here. If you want to call in and go through the video with us or discuss whatever it may be with us up here on screen, then yes, you can call in. It's not a problem. We do it like that. So that's the way we're going to go. That's the way we're going to roll, geese. So yes, Tuesday, and it's 7 p.m. Don't forget, Tuesday 7 p.m. Ladies and gents. It's going to be a good one. Like I say, you choose. So you can call in, you can be in the chat and say, "Oh, check this out, check that out," whatever it may be. It's not a problem. You guys run the show on a Tuesday, so it's all good. Yeah, play guitar for 2 hours, Jake. Oh, guitar in the throat. My bad. But anyway, right, ladies and gents, I learnt my lesson. As of next Sunday for the actual call in, I will be putting the call in link up in the chat every 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. And I'll just keep putting it so people can call in. My bad, Slim. I apologise. But if you want to join us Tuesday at 7, you can, Slim. You can come up on screen. I don't know what we're doing yet because you guys got to choose. So if I divert to a call centre in India, no, it won't. Thanks, Wizzy Woo. Wizzy Woo identifies as a nut job. Me too. Classic, but it's all good. Right, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me on this, the call-in where I forgot to put the call-in link and I mentioned it and it wasn't enough. Sorry, Slim. My bad. But next Sunday, I will put the link up. I promise. I'll put it up in the chat and I'll keep doing it. And then like, so yes, it might be the fact that is Jesus a Jew or a Muslim. I mean, we could be going down that road. But I'll probably ask you all again on Tuesday, maybe, and see what's going on. But it's been interesting. Yes, it has, Jake. Yes, it has. It's been interesting. So yes, it's all good. So everybody, please stay safe. Live the dream. Tuesday, 7 p.m. You choose. So get in the chat, tell me, and we'll make it up as we go along. It's going to be a good one. Today was very entertaining. But yes, enjoy your Sunday. Go and have your dinner, relax. It's a day of rest. It's Sunday. Please enjoy it. I'll see you Tuesday at 7 p.m. But for now, ladies and gents, like I say at the end of every single video, that is the wizard's words.